It's all about you. So every morning when you wake before the first step that you take to think.
Hi, I'm here from Mind Your Mind. I'm Diana, and this is Francesca, and we're meeting here with Theo Fleury today. How did it feel when this book finally came out?
It was a long process. It took me, I guess, almost 25 years to get to the point where I felt that, I was in a good enough place in my life that I could finally tell my story to the public. And I think when I started writing the book, I didn't know kind of which way the book was going to go or what direction it was going to go. And but as I started writing the book, I think I was still angry and resentful and whatnot about kind of what had happened. And
Rightfully so.
yeah, and as the process of the book progressed, that anger and those resentments got less and less and less. And then, I think we were about 3/4 of the way through the book, and, I called Kirsty, who wrote the book with me, and basically said, because she was giving me the proof stuff, we'd do a few chapters, I would read a few chapters and then, go through that process. But, about 3/4 of the way through, I was like, this isn't a hockey book. This is a book about redemption and letting people know that I face some real consequences for my actions and decisions. And not only that, we've reached a whole bunch of people who are, suffering through their own stuff, and I think
You're helping others.
Yeah, and I think because I was able to be so honest and open and candid about my own experience, that people have really connected to that, and maybe found some strength and some courage in their own stories to be able to move on with their life. And despite all the tragic stuff that's happened to me, today I'm fine, and I can say that I'm in recovery from abuse, and I don't get spooked like I used to in the past, and I can talk about it pretty openly and honestly, and like I said to you earlier, I get amazing emails from people that have said, as they were reading the book, they were reading their own story. And I try to answer all the emails that I get, that I, reach out to people and let them know that they're not alone, and that I'm out on the front lines fighting the good fight for everybody. And, it's been a rewarding experience.
It's wonderful work that you do.
Thank you.
From your book, readers are able to gather that your parents weren't emotionally available and that they had their own demons to fight. For many youth, we're told to speak to our parents first about any problems we have.
Mm-hmm.
How would you advise a young person whose parents aren't strong pillars in their life to seek out help?
Well, fortunately for me in my life, I had a great group of parents that I played hockey with, and they really kind of, collectively, parented me, and instilled me with some amazing values. And I was a good kid. But obviously my parents.
There are no bad kids.
Yeah, that's true. But obviously my parents went through their own struggles. But I can tell you today that they're both been in recovery for over 25 years, and they've apologized and said that they were sorry. And for me, that was something that was kind of a breakthrough, that they said that they were sorry and apologized for the things that happened to me, and also I met a really nice couple in Russell who, you know, I call you know, kind of like my second parents now, and they provided me with a lot of love and companionship, you know, when my parents weren't available early on in my life. So, and they were just tremendous people, and you know, I feel fortunate I grew up in the community that I did, because you know, a lot of communities would have maybe shoved me to the curb, but you know, my community kind of, you know, rallied around me and gave me the love and support that I needed as a kid that I wasn't getting at home.
So, what would you want to say to someone maybe that's not so fortunate to have, you know, any sort of supports, and that is experiencing sexual abuse,
Right.
and you know, they're terrified? What would you want to say to that person, to
Well,
someone that's going through that?
you know, I think when I was growing up, there wasn't really a lot of places that I could go for support. But now there's all kinds of things. There's a kids' help phone. There's, you know, numerous groups around Canada that do support the abuse stuff, and you know, I think it's just a matter of, you know, getting rid of this stigma, which is, you know, abuse, is that as soon as it happens, to be able to find somewhere, somebody that you can go tell is not always easy.
Mm-hmm.
And and it, you know, we were talking earlier, you know, 2 out of every 9 people that walk the face of the earth have been sexually molested.
Which is just outrageous.
Yeah, and
that's people that have come out
yeah,
and
exactly.
reported.
Yeah, and you know, so we need to change the stigma around abuse, and the power that abuse has is that we can't tell anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, we have to change that part of it. We have to put that,
Because it puts the blame on the
Yeah.
victim, as you very well know.
absolutely, you know, and it's about education, and you know, we need to get this out more. And that's why for the last 4 months I've been, you know, I've probably done 300-400 interviews, you know,
Wow.
and because I want it to be on the front page. It can't be on the back page
Yeah.
anymore. And but it's a difficult thing to talk about. You know, not a lot of people want to support abuse, you know, fund all these different groups that are out there that are dealing with people on the front lines, you know, and so yeah, it's a tall hill to climb, but I think you know, we're moving in the right direction. I'm creating my own foundation. You know, I work with a group out of California where I'm a board member. It's called onein6.org that supports strictly men who've been abused, and it's a great website. And then I also work with the Men's Project out of Ottawa, and between my foundation and these two groups, we're going to start implementing this education program so that you know, we can get more people into recovery from abuse. You know,
That's wonderful.
yeah. So